New angle. Well, not that big of a deal, I'd say. Might be wondering, well, how I deal with being in the way where, not in a way, but how I deal with hatred and stress. It can be stressful to go through a way where people just hate you, somebody hates you. You always have that negativity in you. And I don't usually show it because I kind of, at some point, I do want to punch a wall. I do want to do something else. I want to break something. But then I sit there and I feel kind of hopeless. Not hopeless in a way of, I don't want to feel negative, and I try to turn that negativity somehow into positivity. And sometimes I just sit and write a script. Sometimes, rarely, and I have fun. I play games. I talk to my friends. I call them. I have fun. That doesn't fix stress. Stress is something I've had a passion to find a way to fix. And it might be weird that now there's a different angle, and you don't see me in the mirror back because it's right here, and I'm all the way here. But dealing with stress and hatred is not something that a lot of people can do, and I see a lot of people try to deal with it, but usually they cope. Now, coping with it isn't always the best thing, and if you're wondering what the word cope means, it's better to just Google it and then find the reason for yourself, because the difference can be for a lot of people. It's never the same reason as to, well, hatred. Hatred can be something as bringing someone negativity or something that brings you negativity, and stress can be, hey, look at this, my wire's tingly, but that does make my mic a bit poopy. Now, I get it. I don't like the way that stress makes you feel. You feel anxious. You always have to have that expectation of you have to do something, you have to be someone. But I just don't really want to deal with it. There is a simple way how you cannot deal with it. It isn't to cope, it isn't to talk to somebody, it is to try to turn that negativity into positivity. How, you may ask, or you may not ask, because some people don't really care. They just watch this video just so they can eat something, which is quite the saddening truth. A lot of people nowadays do that. The battle of hatred is always dependent on how much hate you get from yourself or by someone. You just have to determine what kind of feels right and what feels wrong. Wording anything nowadays kind of feels like a task, because no one will understand what you're saying, and they will say there's a lot of things that you said wrong. And I kind of am willing to say yes, I did say a lot of things wrong, but that never means that I should be able to sit down, spread misinformation. It's just what I have. I don't waste your time, you don't waste mine, and we're good. Now, I've been talking about my problems a lot, so here is how you can deal with hatred and stress. Stress is something that you can usually fix, well, in a way of how you look at stress. If you look at it as something that can destroy you, turn it into positivity. What are you gonna do with positivity? That's the beauty of it. You create your own way of creating that negativity to a positive, because two negatives can create a plus, and two negative signs cannot create, because the negative number cannot be added unless it's being posited with positivity. That's only a joke that people who are good at math understand. But if you're going through something, don't listen to people that tell you to go to the gym, go to a therapist. You have to understand what is the cause of the hatred and the problem. Maybe there's something that you're doing that people don't like, which you don't have to always do everything that is by the standards. Like, I don't, sit here and I tell that you should go to the gym. You go there if you want to. I'm not like forcing you to go. If you feel bad or you feel mad on yourself, just find the reason as to why you feel bad about yourself, and then try to understand, what do you need. Do you really need therapy? Because that costs money. If you can afford money, do what you can. But there's always a cheaper way to find. You can talk to your friends, or This is horrible to advertise my Discord. But if you are going through something and you want to have someone to talk to, join. If you don't, oh, sorry, I just have to advertise because otherwise my friend is literally hating me. He hates me so much. He says there hasn't been a lot of people joining. I don't want to advertise because I hate so much. Because you have to join. I'm talking about a serious topic and you have to join. I'm sorry, everybody. If you don't want to join, you don't have to. I'm not forcing. I'm just here to tell that if there is a story that you want to tell, I do love making story times at some points, but my story times are only revolving about myself. I kind of can't get a lot of people's opinions because no one really cares. Because everyone that is a viewer is between the age of 18 and 24, where they have a family. Like, people have families at 18 and they see this as okay. Now, do as you want. That is how you go into stress. And then what stress causes? Hatred. There's a reason why everything has a negative and a positive side. That's why everything has a balance change. A balance change is not always something that you have to look for, a positive or negative. Just be yourself and find out what's the problem that you're feeling. Is it the stress that from yourself, stress from somebody else, stress from work, from school, and then hatred from the same thing. And then you have to decide and you have to come to a conclusion. If this is the problem, then should this cause my problems? If this causes my problems, maybe I should change. Well, no. Just find the way that will suit you and will not change you. Thank you for listening.